It's 5 a.m. Outside Jax's window, the Seattle rain is a steady, rhythmic static against the glass. The rest of the city is asleep. Their phones are charging, their brains are idling, and their potential is dormant. Jax doesn't turn on the big lights. He keeps the room in a low blue light state to maintain his focus hormones. He clears his desk until it is a surgical environment. One laptop, one physical notebook, one pen, one bottle of water. Jax isn't here to try to study. He is here to perform deep work. He understands a truth that most people ignore. Focus is not a gift. It is a discipline. Most students wait until they feel like working. They wait for the spark of motivation. Jax knows that motivation is for amateurs. Professionals follow a protocol. He puts his phone in a time-lock safe set for 240 minutes. He doesn't check his emails one last time. He doesn't look at the news. He realizes that the moment he touches a digital feed, he has already lost. He puts on noise-canceling headphones and plays a single looping track of brown noise. He looks at the clock. 5:10 a.m. The timer starts now. For the next 4 hours, Jax does not exist to the outside world. He has entered the cognitive siege. The first hour is the most dangerous. Jax calls this the neural warm-up. Your brain is like a massive engine. It doesn't go from 0 to 60 instantly. For the first 30 minutes, Jax feels the friction. His mind is bouncing. He reads a sentence about advanced data structures, and his brain immediately tries to escape. It reminds him that he needs to buy laundry detergent. It reminds him of a comment someone made on his post yesterday. It tries to open tabs in his subconscious. Jax doesn't fight the thoughts. He just doesn't feed them. He practices cognitive persistence. Every time his mind wanders, he gently but firmly brings it back to the page. He knows that this friction is the sound of his brain transitioning from shallow mode to deep mode. He uses the 10-minute wall technique. He tells himself, "You don't have to be brilliant yet. You just have to stay in the chair." He refuses to stand up. He refuses to look at the window. He stares at the problem until the problem stares back. Around the 45-minute mark, the friction begins to dissipate. The background noise in his head starts to quiet down. His heart rate slows. His breathing becomes rhythmic. He has successfully navigated the transition phase. He is no longer trying to focus. The engine has caught. He is now moving into the flow state. Jax is now 90 minutes into the session. He has reached a level of focus that 99% of people will never experience in their entire lives. He has entered the deep. At this depth, the outside world ceases to exist. He doesn't hear the rain anymore. He doesn't feel the slight chill in the room. He is completely merged with the material. This is what psychologists call decentering. The ego of Jax, his worries, his identity, his social standing, has vanished. There is only the data and the processing of the data. Jax is using active synthesis. He isn't just taking notes. He is rebuilding the information in his own words. He is drawing diagrams, connecting concepts from last week to the concepts in front of him. He is creating a mental lattice. He realizes that most people study like they are watching a movie, passively letting information wash over them. Jax is studying like he's in a fistfight. He is aggressive with the material. He challenges the logic. He tries to find the flaws in the arguments. He is building high-resolution knowledge. In this second hour, Jax's productivity is exponential. Because he has no attention residue from interruptions, his brain is working at 100% capacity. He is solving problems in minutes that would take a distracted student hours. He feels a sense of quiet, intense joy. This is the dopamine of depth. It's a cleaner, more powerful high than anything a smartphone can provide. He is experiencing the main character power of cognitive mastery. We are now 150 minutes in. This is where the body starts to rebel. Jax feels a slight tension in his shoulders. His eyes feel heavy. The glucose levels in his brain are starting to dip. In the soft life era, this is where a student would say, "I've worked hard, I deserve a break," and they would ruin their momentum by checking TikTok for an hour. Jax knows better. He knows that the third hour is where the elite gaps are created. This is the marathon phase of study. Everyone can do the first hour, most can do the second. Only the academic weapons can push through the third. He performs a system reset without leaving his deep work state. He stands up for 60 seconds. He does 5 deep breaths. He drinks half his bottle of water. He doesn't look at a screen. He doesn't talk to anyone. He keeps his visual field narrow. He stays in the tunnel. He returns to the desk. The fatigue is still there, but he uses it as fuel. He realizes that mental endurance is built by working when you are tired. By staying in the chair now, he is thickening his neural pathways. He is training his brain to stay on, even when the battery is low. He switches to a slightly more active task to keep his brain engaged. He moves from reading to practice problems. He moves from consumption to production. The output keeps him awake. He is now operating on second wind energy. He looks at the clock. 3 hours and 15 minutes. He is almost at the summit. He doesn't slow down, he accelerates. The final hour begins. Jax has reached a state of hyper-lucidity. He is tired, yes, but his brain is now so in tune with the material that it feels like he's reading his own thoughts. He has reached overlearning. This is the point where information moves from short-term working memory into long-term crystalline intelligence. He looks at the notebook. It is filled with the evidence of his war, complex equations, dense summaries, and interconnected ideas. He feels a sense of invincibility. He realizes that while his competition is still hitting the snooze button or scrolling through morning motivation videos, he has already finished the work of a normal week. In this final hour, Jax realizes that deep work is not just a study technique, it's a vocation. It is a way of being in the world. It is the refusal to be a distracted consumer. It is the choice to be a focused creator. He feels a deep respect for himself. He has kept the promise he made at 5 a.m. The rain outside has stopped. The sun is beginning to bleed through the gray Seattle clouds. The city is starting to wake up. He hears the first car drive past his window. He smiles. He has already finished. He has achieved temporal leverage. He has bought himself the rest of the day by selling his morning to the mission. The timer hits 235 minutes. 5 minutes left. Jax doesn't stop early. He uses every last second. He summarizes the entire 4-hour session into 3 golden rules. He organizes his tasks for tomorrow. He closes the loop. The timer hits 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Jax takes off his headphones. The silence of the room rushes back in, but it's a different kind of silence. It's a silence filled with achievement. He looks at the camera, at you. "You just sat through 4 hours of my life," he says. "You watched the rain stop and the sun come up. You watched me struggle and you watched me fly. But watching me doesn't make you a weapon. Watching me doesn't get your degree or build your empire. You have been romanticizing this video. You've been using this as background noise while you do something else. You've been passive again. It's time to stop being a spectator. It's time to enter the cage. The 4-hour timer is about to reset. I'm leaving the screen blank. I'm leaving the brown noise on. I've done my 4 hours. Now I'm asking you, what are you going to do with yours? No phone, no tabs, no excuses. The world is won by the people who can sit in a room alone and do the work. Are you ready to become the weapon? The clock starts now.